Hey guys, Billsmeister here, and I'm here again with another instructional movie for the Warrior class. Today we're going to be talking about macros. Let's jump right into it, guys. Let's start opening the macro tab. First of all and foremost, we're going to start with this /focus macro. So you can see here I'm just nuking this normal target. And I want to know what the other guy is doing, so I'm focus targeting again in another unit frame. So I keep a little eye out on him. Then we're gonna go with the focus charge macro. This is quite very handy. So I'm gonna keep bursting this target, and I can see the other guy is targeting is causing a heal or whatever. I can just focus target him, focus charge, interrupting, and heroically back, and keep on nuking this target. And the next macro is gonna be the focus throwdown. So if I want to put out a lot of pressure, I'm gonna focus charge, focus throw down, and go back on this target and keep on bursting him. I'm just gonna take another target. There we go. So just quickly change my focus targets. It's really useful if you keybind it. Next I'm gonna show you is the focus fear, which is right over here. It's quite handy. So focus charge, focus fear, and I can run back while the other target is still in fear. So this puts out a lot of pressure on the healer, and it's really handy. The next thing I can do, this is actually not a good place to show it, but if the opposing target would be a bit closer and he would be healing or casting, I could just focus pummel it. Here it is, cast target focus pummel. It's quite easy, and it interrupts and gives an even more pressure. So here pummel is off cooldown. As you can see, I'm targeting the other target. I'm targeting the other one. Focus, and he's interrupted. I'm not sure if you saw it decently, but it's quite useful. It's all about pressuring and keeping yourself alive. If it's a caster DPS, it's really useful to interrupt and keep up those stuns. I'll show it again with this focus throwdown, heroically back. You can see he's still in throwdown while I'm attacking the other target. Next I'm going to talk about is the cancel aura blade storm and charge. So let's say I mostly use this one against mages and hunters. Hunters when they disengage, mages when they blink. So let's say this is a mage, blade storming, he blinks away, focus charge, just charging while I cancel my blade storm, and it's again about the pressure. Don't let the mage free cast because he will blow you up, and we don't really like that. So next one I'm going to talk about is the intervene macro. It's right over here. In my case it's going to be Flabbit. He's my arena partner or my mage. So again I'm going to do a focus charge, but as you can see my hero cleave is off cooldown. Go defensive stance, spam the button, and I don't have to I don't lose my targets, none of them. I don't lose the focus target, I don't lose this, my main target, and it's really handy. So if I'm charging the target, I ask my partner to go stand near the other target, and I can easily go back on him, and I can just keep pressuring him. Next I'm going to talk about is the spell reflect macro. It's right over here. It's really handy. Just do the /equip one hand weapon, /equip your shield, and /cast spell reflect. Mostly I use this against, well, I actually use this against every class, so it's quite handy. So he's casting, spam that button, spell reflect is up, and you can just keep hitting him. One little tip, I would certainly make a keybind for your normal weapons, for your two-hander, so you can easily, after the spell reflect, you don't have to go through your bags and re-equip it, so just put it in your bars and then bind it. The next one is going to be the pummel, cancel aura pummel, which should be around here. Yeah. So most of the time healers, when I'm doing a regular Blade Storm, not without any of the Blade Storm, he will heal. And with this macro, I can catch him by surprise, cancel my Blade Storm, pummel and interrupt him, and will give me a great advantage because I can put him in throwdown afterwards and keep up that burst, or switch targets, whatever you prefer. Next one is going to be my burst macro. It's really easy. I'm not a human, so I don't use two burst macros, because if you're a human you can easily get two burst macros since they have two DPS trinkets, like the Apparatus of Gazrugath, if I'm not mistaken, that's the name. So in my case, just Recklessness and Ruthless Gladiator's Badge of Victory. It's a stringed one. So first put up the Colossal Smash, get your stacks up from Moral Strike as much as possible, use a trinket and Recklessness in one go, and look at the damage go. I actually have no idea where my Moral Strike went. There we go. So normally I would have done a lot more damage, but it's quite wasted. After the burst macro, and you really want to keep up the pressure, use your Deadly Calm, and with this you can go even more DPS and pressure. Focus charge, focus throwdown on the healer. Deadly Calm is out now, so I'm gonna switch to my Inner Rage and spam that Heroic Strike. Don't forget, Moral Strike still gets priority over it. It just helps you out a lot if you want to really get a lot of pressure and burst up. So start off with Recklessness Trinket, followed by Deadly Calm, followed by Inner Rage, and I promise you will get a lot of DPS and a lot of pressure out. I got two more macros to go, so let's open up the tab again. Next one is going to be the Regeneration macro. It simply just makes Realign Cry and Enrage Regeneration. You go in one macro, so you don't have to use two keybinds for just now. You have just one. Just pop that Berserker Rage and spam that macro, and you will get a lot of heals. As you can see, 6.3, 6.3, 6.3, and just it's not like it's gonna be a huge lifesaver to put those in one macro. But you know, in PvP it's all about seconds. If you react 1 second too slow, the sheep could go out, the heal is interrupted or whatever. So the more seconds you can save, the better it will be. And my final macro is a shield wall macro. So whenever they're pushing you to go defensive, equip the shield. And if I go defensive, just pop Spell Reflect. You can never know when you're fighting against a caster class, which if you're really being pressured, try to make it count the Spell Reflect, or else just equip the sword and shield. The special thing about my shield wall is it cancels Recklessness and Retaliation. A lot of when I go into arenas and they see that a warrior has used Recklessness, they'll swap to him, since the Recklessness forces us to increase damage taken by 20%, so they'll switch to you for a lot of damage. But if you go defensive like this, your Recklessness will go away and you can be safe to use the shield wall and take a lot of damage and survive the incoming burst. Okay, those were all of my cooldown macros. I hope you enjoyed the video. Buildsmeister out.